Hey guys, it's me, Carrie, and I am about to record a video that is honestly one I never thought I'd film. It's taking a lot of courage on my part. Not to pat myself on the back, but this is scary because I am about to record a room tour. I have not cleaned. This is what my room looks like on a typical basis. I have used the word hoarder to describe myself on many occasions. However, my dear new friend Dawn, who is like a Jill of all trades and among other things, is trained as a professional organizer and helps people with PTSD deal with collecting issues, said don't use that word, we don't use that term in the business, you're a collector. And that makes me feel a little less shame. But yeah, I have way too much stuff and not enough space for it, which is why I never thought I'd show you guys an overview of my room, but I'm gonna do that. So yes, we're gonna enter if we do. I'm really scared. This is crazy. But this is an overview of my room. There's my cat Venus, my littlest, laying on the bed. No, I don't like the look of a sheet over my windows, but it helps for a backdrop for Zoom sessions and the like. I'm actually shaking as I record this. I know some of you guys have seen some of this background in my videos when I record at my desk, which is where we started, by the way. It's not a usable desk at all right now because there is so much shit piled on top of it. You don't even know. I mean, this is just the bedroom. And my poor husband has to live amongst these piles of everything. And I feel so guilty about that. You have no idea. But the struggle is real. It is so hard for me to get rid of things because I form emotional attachments to them. It's not that I need all of these things. It's not that I need most of these things. But I keep them because I get attached. But that is pretty much a 360 view of my entire room. But yeah, this is my desk, you guys. I'm a writer. I'm writing a novel. This is my desk. This is my desk chair. How in the hell am I supposed to get any writing done? Lord only knows. This is my shame pile of just stuff all beside my bed. You can barely see to my bookcase. You can only see the top two shelves and part of the third. There's an entire bottom shelf that you can't even see. So I'm mortified right now, but at the same time, if this can be helpful to other people who have issues with collecting, and I say that in quotes because again, Dawn gave me permission to use that word, so that's what I'm using. Maybe this will let you know that you're not alone in this struggle. So I'll show you some of the fun parts of my room. I'm in my bathrobe out of the tub, so I don't want to really record my reflection on anything. I'm going to try not to, but these are just a few of my favorite art pieces that were drawn, illustrated, whatever, prints from done by friends of mine. My friend Joe and my friend Isaac did these, and some of our favorite autographs that we've collected over the years at conventions. I will try to get a little closer so you guys can check them out. That is my husband Brian and I with the amazing Catherine Kami and my dear friend Felissa Rose at Pop Rock and Horror. The first time I got to meet Felissa in person. We'd been friends on social media for several years, but this was the first event where we got to meet in person, and the first time I ever got to meet Catherine or have any contact with Catherine, and she's become a friend as well. I love them both. That is a picture of Alison Lohman and, oh God, why can't I think of his name? Patrick Fugit from White Oleander, which is one of my favorite movies in the whole wide world. And it was so exciting to meet Alison. It was a horror convention, so a lot of people, I think, went to talk to her about Drag Me to Hell. But I was just like, oh no, girl, it's all about White Oleander for me. So she was really stoked to talk about that. That is, I believe that's been for Raya, if I'm saying the name incorrectly, forgive me, who played Ultraman, the suit actor, in a show my husband grew up watching. That is the gorgeous, timeless Adrienne Barbeau, who actually knew my dad, my late father, back in probably the 60s, I want to guess, maybe the 70s. I don't know if it was before I was born or not, but when I mentioned his name, she actually recalled him all those years later and said, you know, how is he? And I had informed her that he'd passed away, and she couldn't have been more kind. This is the wonderful Abraham Ben Ruby, whom a lot of people probably remember as Jerry, the orderly from the show ER. I believe he was on for the entire run of that series, if I'm not mistaken. Such a lovely person. This is Sarah Wayne Callies from The Walking Dead and Colony, and I believe the show is Colony, and lots of other wonderful things. She was a sweetheart. Ernie Hudson, who most people may know best from Ghostbusters. You'll see some of the autographs are made out to my husband, well actually just the Ernie one I think, and some to me, and some to both of us. Generally we try to get to both of us now, but with the exception of Felissa, because I kind of hog her because she's my heart sister. That's another one Felissa gave me, and another one from Felissa. That is the gorgeous and super talented Pollyanna McIntosh, from The Walking Dead and many, many other amazing films and movies. The Woman, just as an example. She was lovely. And that is Sharni Vinson, who a lot of people will know from, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the name of the movie? It was a really kick-ass horror movie. Barbara Crampton was in it with her. Was it You're Next? I think it might have been You're Next. If I'm wrong, you guys will correct me, I'm sure. And then this print up here is by my friend Isaac. And the top two, these are all individual prints. I framed two of each together. The top two are by Isaac. The bottom two are by our friend Joe. And same here. But this is just some of our favorite art. This is a many drawered jewelry box that, as you can see, most of the drawers are obscured by Squishmallows. This is my husband's humble little nightstand. Ugh, I'm ridiculous. But yeah, there's jewelry all over the top as well. We have some collectibles that we've collected over the years. So much about collecting in this video. Yeah, a few things that are actually Brian's, but mostly my crap. We have just some more art. Bunch of necklaces hanging back there that I used to be able to see before my Squishmallow pile got so high. A lot of those made by my dear friend Terry. Just some art cards that I found at Michael's years ago. I love French macarons, not only to eat, but artistically I think they're adorable. So I bought some of those stationery cards and framed a set. I just made that K with some washi tape. This is my bulletin board with all kinds of random goodies on there. That's Bubbles, the cross-eyed kitty. Our friend Mary and John's pussycat. All kinds of just fun little things on there. Some plushies I got at Chuck E. Cheese. I have to remember to take pictures of these New York license plates because I know there are other variations on them now at the souvenir stand type shops in the city. And okay, so I need the yellow one. And I need the newest one that says Excelsior. It's so rare that I ever find anything with my name on it that if I ever find it, I'm gonna buy it. And then I have two from California, which I love. That is our late cat Spencer. God, I miss him. He passed away. We had to put him down, help him over the Rainbow Bridge, September 12th of 2012, one of the worst days of my life. But that cat, oh boy, he was so special. And just some random doodads. I've had this Far Side. It's my very favorite Far Side. I've had this and I just laminated it out of the newspaper for 100 years because it is so me. I was in the gifted and talented program in elementary school, but pushing on a door that says Paul, yeah, that's something somebody book smart would totally do, and I've done on many occasions. There's all kinds of stuff on here. Some pins from AFSP walks that I've done. I was really upset. I entered the Long Island Fair in a poetry competition and I didn't even get an honorable mention. I was really sad. And then later I got this honorable mention certificate in the mail, so I was really happy. But in the meantime, my dear friend Kathy got me this first place ribbon to make me feel better. And then there was another ribbon. I think that was the one from Kathy, and there was another ribbon from my friend Jackie. I don't know where that one is. I thought I had them both up there. But yeah, all kinds of goodies. This was a free sticker you could get from Disney back in the day when we were still in Florida, and we had myself and Brian and myself and Spencer and Sydney. It was before we got Venus, and Shamrock was still living in here in New York with my mom. But yeah, up above we have shelves my late father made and tons of my stuffies, and I have way more than this and way more than what's on the floor. It's ridiculous for a woman of 48, but they make me happy, and I get attached. And some of them are really special. Like that sloth right there is a gift from my friend Jen, and I adore it. I believe that unicorn was from my friend Jackie. One of these kitties, I think, was also from Jackie or Jen. That one right there, those two right there, actually, that are really dusty, that's Mr. T-Bear and Ellie. I've had since I was pretty much a baby. So, I mean, I have legitimate reasons to be attached to a lot of them. Some I don't. Some it's just like, I'm ridiculous and I just can't part with anything. It's Carrie Fisher as Admiral Leia. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. Adored that woman. Yeah, that's my dresser with crap all over. Oh, you can even see the liners from some of my sports bras that I don't use, but I probably could use them. My crazy, out of control Bath and Body Works, mostly. Some other body spray collection. Little section that's Brian's, like right in the front of that dresser there, where the Superman is up to the front. That's pretty much his area. It's ridiculous. I have an amazing record player that my husband got me for Christmas a few years ago, buried under some piles of crap. Not all crap though. However, that wonderful bear was a recent gift from the Revolve family, and I love it. The Care Bear next to it was from Jackie. It's just a lot of stuff that's special to me from friends. That lip smacker vault underneath the Epcot Spaceship Earth was a wonderful gift from a few years ago from my friend Jen. Some more Bath and Body Works crap. This is my lip balm rack, and yes, there is still an insane amount of lip balm in there. And on top of there, it's an awesome lamp that says enjoy the little things in life because someday you will realize they are the big things. You can't read that because I have too much shit on there. But yeah, just a few of my little headbands. This is some of my insane keyring collection. I have a lot of plushy ones, some squishmallows, some squishables, all kinds of random floofs. On this side are mostly not Funko. What the hell are they called? Oh my god, I can't even think of the brands they are, but mostly Disney ones. Oh, I can't even think of what these blind bags are called. I have a few horror ones too. I have Reagan from The Exorcist, and I have Lydia from Beetlejuice. Pennywise. I have a few Harry Potter ones, but there's Harley Quinn. Just, yeah. These are some things that are special to me. This is just one of the many areas where our cats eat and drink. This is our electric fireplace. As you can see, I'm not really a domestic person because there's dust on everything. I apologize. That's embarrassing too. But yeah, this was a birthday present from my wonderful husband. You can see that is actually Ellie and Carl Fredrickson from Up, and I adore that. I have to put 2 little tea light candles in the top of it. Hopefully you can pause it and read it. This perception piece was actually hanging in one of my best friend Paula's offices. She is a professor. I actually met her when she was my professor starting freshman year at Hofstra University. Go Hofstra here on Long Island, and we have been friends officially. This is 30 years. 2021 marks 30 years. So this fall will technically be 30 years since I've known Paula, which is crazy. And 30 years since I started, not graduated college, started college. But she gave me that. I saw it in her office and admired it. And she's like, oh, take it. Because that's how Paula is. She'll give you the shirt off her back. Just a few buttons that I really love. I love this art piece here. This was from Paula as well. This was a birthday present a few years ago. And then this piece my mom got me with the intention of it being something I could paint. And eventually I might, but I also like how it looks natural. And then this is really cute. I got this at a craft store in Mystic a few years ago. The cat and its staff live here. I wish I could change it to the cats, but then it would have to be the cats and their staff because grammar, you know. And so I just leave it the way it is. Let's see. Up here is some of my Belique collection, as well as some other like ceramic and, you know, like porcelain figures and stuff. The Belique was all left to me by my late grandmother, my maternal grandma. A lot of stuff, you know, like she basically just left stuff to her children. She didn't really leave a lot of specifics to grandkids, but she knew I loved the Belique, and she was kind enough to make a point of, you know, making sure that that went to me, which is incredible and loving. This portrait here was actually painted of me during a creative writing class. I wish I could remember the actual first name of the woman who painted it, but her handle is Irreverence. This is painted in 2018. Is that an 8? I think that's 2018. But right after class, like in just a few minutes, and I was so impressed. And this canvas here is an art piece my friend Jackie made for me. This little glam thing I got at the Dollar Tree. I decorated it with iridescent glitter nail polish, and I hang some of my many lanyards off of it. This is a collection of some scarves and some robes and some random detritus. My whole life is random fucking detritus. Not trying to get the reflection of the TV, and again, please excuse the hideous dust, but these are just a few figurines that I have from buying in Loot Crate boxes and just different blind boxes and collections. These are a few of my favorite pictures of my beloved GameCube. That's my friend Jane and I. That's another amazing piece by our friend Joe. I sometimes call him Joe, sometimes Spencer. His first name is actually Joe, but he goes by J. Spencer Shull, so sometimes I refer to him by both names, but it's the same dude. Another Love You to the Moon and Back piece that my mom bought me. It actually lights up. A few more figurines and my DVD player. Again, oh God, disgustingly covered with dust. This was purchased at the mall many years ago. My brother, as most of you know, if this is not your first time here, passed away in December of 2012. So just a little something that's always in my line of sight to remind me of Jeff. Just some more stuff. Some Pez dispensers, some Walking Dead little plushies, a bubble machine that I bought myself and I've never used that, and the bubbles should really go outside. An awesome vintage radio. It's not actually vintage, but looks vintage, that my husband got me for Christmas, and I love it. This Pura Vida sign, believe it or not, has nothing to do with Pura Vida bracelets. It's a sign that my amazing friend Andrea found for me at the thrift store where she volunteered when we were still volunteering at Pets for Love together, and she brought it in for me one day. She's like, you had to have it, and I freaked out. It's so perfect, and even the fact that it's got the hibiscus on it, it's just, I love that so much. That's my daddy. That was the day he first became a police officer, probably the day he graduated from basic training. I guess they call it basic training, and that was his retirement photo. And this is an adorable police bear that, again, the wonderful Raval family, headed by my dear friend Elise, that I've known probably since kindergarten, and her husband and kids sent to me because she knew my daddy was a cop, and that stays right there with my daddy pictures, along with a Pez dispenser of a police officer that sort of reminds me of my dad. This Carrie sign my mom purchased for me when she went to Disney on vacation one time before we were living in Florida. This here is a painting that I actually did at the mall one day. They had a station set up for breast cancer awareness, and it was like a free class where, you know, they basically did a picture and you kind of imitated it. I hate in the top where that looks all muddled because the color's mixed up. It's supposed to be orange like that, but whatever. Life's short. You do the best you can. This is super special, and one of the rare things in here that belongs to my husband. That is a picture of his late grandfather, aka Pop, who raised him primarily, his late grandmother, and Brian when he was a little boy. And he doesn't have a whole lot of physical tokens of his childhood, but that picture is absolutely beautiful, and I love it, and I wish there was a lot more representative of Brian in our room than of me, but it is what it is. Just some cute little art pieces, some from the Dollar Tree, some from Five Below, some were gifts, some I bought. My little calendar. This is an autograph of Amanda Burse from Married with Children, among many other things. Fright Night. I actually gave her a bracelet at Monster Mania, and in return, she not only let me choose any photo I wanted from her table autographed, but she took pictures with me, and all for free. She charged me for nothing, and I was just so touched by that. She is an amazing woman, and she was showing me some of the bracelets she was wearing. One was from her wife, one was from her daughter, and she put it right on with those precious bracelets, and it just meant the world to me. So it was really, really touching, and meant so much. She's a lovely, lovely woman. If you ever get the opportunity to meet her, I can't say enough wonderful things about her. I hope I encounter her again at some point in life. Yeah, these are my nail polishes in these white drawers. Yes, they are all pretty much full of nail polish because that was my major collection for several years. There's more on top. There's just shit everywhere. Everywhere. Mandy, if you're watching this, once I cut down these bookmarks, there will be some on the way to you. Yeah, just stuff all over the place. Like I said, I really, really honestly never thought I would film a room tour for you guys because this room is such a disaster area. But it's also the story of my life, and it's a work in progress. That's Abby, one of my heart sisters. I love Abby so much. And sorry for the dusty schmegma all over this little sloth. This comes out of my 100-year-old air conditioner, which even that is covered with things. Toys. I've got some stuffies. My cool Rosa Parks and Keith Haring magnets. But yeah. So I mean, my room is full of a lot of interesting things. There's Jen and Jackie over there in the corner to the left of Dorothy. Got Joa. That's me and Spencer. That's another piece by Joe, aka Spencer. A crooked picture that I got that represents love and marriage, I believe, in the Amish country. My magnet board with my magnetic poetry set. Some of my wonderful Monster High doll collection and some wonderful collectible figurines. All the fairies are from Jen. Yeah, I got a lot of shit, you guys. That's some of my best shit right there. Hey, Vivi. Viv. She is famous for sticking out that one paw like Angelina Jolie. It cracks me up. We just like, oh, God, she's doing Angie again. But that when Angie did that one leg with that black dress, you guys remember, with the slit up to like her crotch, and she just did that leg, and it was just like, girl, you own that leg. Yeah, she's my little Angelina when she does that. And some shit I bought yesterday that I probably didn't need, but I bought anyway because I have issues. But at least my bed is somewhat made. Somewhat. But yeah, so this is my room, you guys. For better or for worse. Mostly worse. Although, like I said, these things matter to me. And it's crazy. Oh, and my stars on my lovely, like from the 70s popcorn ceiling. Many of these stars have fallen, and this stupid fun tack is stuck up there because they've been up there since I was in high school. But yeah, this is my crazy ass, chaotic, messy room. So you can imagine why laying down on my bed and just relaxing in my room is not necessarily very relaxing, because there's way too much sensory overload in here. But we're going to be moving at some point, and I really have to start cutting back on things. So we're planning to do some yard sales very soon. We were actually going to do one next weekend, but that's Memorial Day weekend, so everybody will probably be at the beach or away or doing things besides us. So maybe the weekend after. But yeah, I never thought I'd show this to you guys. I thought maybe someday when we got in our new place, I'd do a room tour when we're starting fresh and clean. But I think it's really important to reveal the truth of issues that we battle. And if you are someone that battles with the H word, which I will not use anymore again, Dawn told me don't use that, it's self-defeating and it doesn't serve any positive purpose. I am a collector, in quotes, in capitals, in boldface. And it's something I really, really do need to work on. We're just going to watch Vivi clean herself because Venus is entertaining. But yeah, I kind of, for whatever reason, today got a wild hair up my ass and said, today's the day. I'm going to be brave and I'm going to show my friends my room. So, for what it's worth, this is my room. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that maybe for some of you this is relatable and makes you feel less alone in your struggles. And obviously, to some degree, it's like first world problems. There are people who are homeless, and there are people who are hungry, and there are people who have way bigger issues than having too much stuff. So I don't in any way intend to imply that what I go through is, tantamount to other things that some other people may go through, but it's what I go through. It's just, that's what this channel is really at its core, is me sharing my life, my experiences, and my opinions, and that's all they are, is my thoughts, my experiences, and my opinions. Take them for what they're worth. They're no more or less important than any of yours. But I just kind of felt like I wanted to give you guys this little peek, just to know another layer of Carrie. And it was scary, and I may end up regretting that I did it, but I'm going to post it. I'm going to be brave. If for no other reason, then you get to have this really, really enjoyable 3 or 4 minutes of Venus taking a bath. Hi, Vivi. Are you making a nice video for Mom? Thank you, Angelina. Thank you. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the Angie leg. I love you, Venus. But anyway, so, yeah, that's it. That's a sign. Peace out. We're done. I love you guys so, so much. I'm really grateful for all the years that you have supported me with this channel, with my struggles, sharing your stories. It means the world to me. I try my very best to, at the very least, like or love all of your comments and to reply to as many as I can. So always feel free to leave comments down below. Likes, yes. Leave comments down below. Yes, little old lady. Likes are always appreciated, never required. Subscribe if you wish and you haven't already. Click the bell icon for notifications of future uploads. And from Venus and I, Vivi, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll be back soon with more stuff. Be brave, guys. Sometimes it pays off. Sometimes it makes a difference in someone else's life, and sometimes it makes a difference in your own life. Have a great day. Bye.